Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is something truly special because we are looking at one of the most exciting hot hatch builds you'll ever see. When people hear the name Golf R, they already know they're dealing with a fast, practical, all-wheel drive performance machine. But today's car takes things to a completely different level. This is a heavily modified Golf R that claims to be one of the fastest Golf R builds in the world, and the highlight of this build is the moment the driver hits the NOS button and unleashes an insane surge of power. The standard Golf R is already an impressive machine. From the factory, it comes with a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that produces serious performance for a compact hatchback. With all-wheel drive, quick shifting transmissions, and a well-balanced chassis, it's already one of the quickest hot hatches available. In many markets, the latest generation produces over 300 horsepower, and it can accelerate from 0 to 100 km per hour in well under 5 seconds. That is already sports car territory for a car that can comfortably carry 5 passengers and plenty of luggage. But enthusiasts around the world rarely leave performance cars stock, and the Golf R community is known for pushing these cars far beyond their factory limits. Tuners have discovered that the engine platform in the Golf R is incredibly strong and capable of handling much more power than what the factory delivers. With upgraded turbochargers, stronger fueling systems, improved cooling, and advanced engine tuning, the power figures can climb dramatically. Some extreme builds have even crossed the 600 or 700 horsepower mark, turning this compact hatchback into a true supercar killer. The car we're looking at today is one of those extreme builds. At first glance it might look like a normal Golf R, but once you start paying attention to the details you realize this machine is anything but ordinary. The stance is lower and more aggressive, the wheels are wider, and the tires are clearly designed for maximum grip. The front bumper has larger air intakes, helping feed cool air to the engine and the intercooler. There's also a massive performance exhaust system that not only improves power but produces a deep, aggressive sound that announces the car's true personality. Under the hood is where the magic really happens. The original turbocharged engine has been transformed with high-performance upgrades. A larger turbocharger allows the engine to push far more air into the combustion chambers. Upgraded fuel injectors and a high-flow fuel pump ensure the engine receives enough fuel to match that extra air. A bigger intercooler keeps intake temperatures lower, which is crucial for maintaining power and reliability under extreme boost levels. Then there is the nitrous oxide system, also known as NOS. For those who might not know, nitrous oxide is a system that injects additional oxygen into the engine during combustion. More oxygen means more fuel can be burned, which results in a dramatic increase in power for short bursts. It's a technology that has been used in drag racing for decades and is famous for the sudden explosive acceleration it delivers. When the driver presses the button, the car doesn't just accelerate faster, it feels like it has been launched forward by a rocket. Inside the cabin the modifications continue. Performance gauges monitor important engine data like boost pressure, air-fuel ratio, and exhaust temperature. These are essential for a highly tuned car because the driver needs to ensure everything is operating safely under extreme loads. The steering wheel feels sporty and precise, and the seats provide strong support to keep the driver stable during aggressive acceleration. Despite all the modifications, one of the most fascinating aspects of a Golf R build like this is that it still retains much of its everyday practicality. It still has 4 doors, a usable rear seat, and a decent amount of cargo space. That means this car can theoretically be used as a daily driver, although with this level of performance it's probably best suited for special occasions, track days, or drag racing events. Now let's talk about the moment everyone is waiting for, the acceleration run with the NOS engaged. As the car lines up on the road, you can already hear the turbo spooling in the background. The engine revs climb quickly, and the launch control system prepares the car for maximum traction. When the driver releases the brake and hits the throttle, the Golf R explodes forward with unbelievable force. The all-wheel drive system plays a huge role here. Instead of struggling for grip like many powerful front-wheel drive cars, the Golf R distributes power to all 4 wheels. This means the car can launch harder and accelerate more efficiently. The result is a brutal but controlled launch that pushes you back into your seat. As the speed climbs, the turbocharger continues building boost and the car pulls strongly through each gear. Then comes the moment when the driver activates the nitrous system. Instantly the engine receives an extra surge of oxygen, and the power delivery becomes even more aggressive. The acceleration feels almost unreal, as if the car has suddenly gained an entirely new engine. The sound of the engine changes as well. The exhaust roars louder, the turbo whistles more intensely, and the entire car feels alive with mechanical energy. Speed builds rapidly, and before you even realize it, the car has reached numbers that would embarrass many high-end sports cars. What makes this even more impressive is that the Golf R platform was never originally designed to compete with supercars. It was created as a high-performance version of a practical family hatchback. Yet thanks to modern tuning technology and passionate enthusiasts, it can now reach performance levels that were once reserved for exotic machines. Another reason these builds are so popular is the strong aftermarket support. There are countless companies producing upgraded parts specifically for the Golf R. From turbo kits and exhaust systems to suspension upgrades and aerodynamic components, owners have endless possibilities to customize the cars. This has created a global community of enthusiasts constantly pushing the limits of what the platform can achieve. However, building a car like this is not just about installing parts. It requires careful engineering and precise tuning. The engine control software must be calibrated to handle the increased airflow and fuel delivery. Cooling systems must be upgraded to manage higher temperatures, and the drivetrain components need to be strong enough to handle the massive increase in torque. Reliability is always a challenge when pushing a car to this level of performance. That's why many serious builds include forged engine components such as stronger pistons and connecting rods. These parts are designed to withstand the extreme pressures created by high boost and nitrous oxide use. Suspension upgrades are also important. With this much power, the car needs improved handling to stay stable at high speeds. Performance coilovers, upgraded sway bars, and stronger brakes help ensure the car remains safe and controllable even during aggressive driving. Watching a build like this reminds us why the hot hatch category has always been so beloved by enthusiasts. These cars combine practicality with performance in a way that few other vehicles can. You get the everyday usability of a compact car, but with the potential for supercar-level excitement when modified properly. The Golf R has long been considered one of the kings of the hot hatch world, and builds like this only strengthen that reputation. It proves that with the right combination of engineering, passion, and creativity, even a practical hatchback can become one of the fastest machines on the road. Moments like the NOS activation are what make automotive culture so thrilling. That sudden burst of speed, the roar of the engine, and the adrenaline rush of acceleration capture the essence of why people fall in love with cars in the first place. And that's exactly why videos like this are so exciting to watch. They show the incredible possibilities hidden inside vehicles we might otherwise consider ordinary. With enough dedication and skill, those ordinary cars can transform into something truly extraordinary. If you love extreme builds, turbocharged power, and the thrill of insane acceleration, this might just be one of the wildest Golf R machines you'll ever see. It's a perfect example of how far enthusiasts are willing to go in their quest for speed. And honestly, seeing a compact hatchback launch this hard and pull this violently with NOS engaged is something you never really get used to. Every time it happens, it still feels shocking, exciting, and absolutely addictive.